any possible solutions from your end or the banking sector to assist counties in a meeting, or rather sink to it that this challenge does not persist going forward?
Yes, I think from a pending bills perspective, there's precedents, and we've seen how the national government has resolved some of the pending bills issues, especially with the road contractors. It's a question of just having to identify where the cash flow gap is, where the shortage is, and then provide funding that fills that gap. The biggest challenge with pending bills is that services have been provided, goods delivered, but payment has not been received. So there's an X amount that needs to be financed from future revenue. And I think that's the challenge, yes, because that future revenue also has its own work to do, to pay for future services. How we structure this is by being able to identify the source of that future revenue, the work that the county has done in securing it, in making it more certain. Then, as a bank, we can take a view and provide medium-term funding based on those cash flows. But it has to be based on very solid and clear projections on where these revenues are going to come from.
There are serious challenges also to do with fiscal discipline. We've seen very many headlines about how counties are working and how the challenges, especially of fraud, corruption, and lack of transparency and accountability in how monies are managed at the county level. Are you facing these challenges in dealing with counties?
No. Yeah. No, because, and the reason why I say no categorically is because in every society, every sector, there are challenges. And I think if one dwells too much on headlines and the negative, then you lose the essence of our service to society. What we focus on is supporting counties. Of course, they have to have sound financial management. Of course, they have to have that physical discipline for us to be able to step in. Okay. But I wouldn't, I want to get into, yes, a discussion on those other things. Yeah.
All right, I get you. You had mentioned about the specific programs that you have, not just for your interaction with the county administrations, but also with the communities. And you mentioned one to do with the female-centered enterprises. Tell us more about that.
Yes. Okay, so this is an initiative that is very passionately led by the Managing Director of KCB Bank Kenya, Mrs. Anastasia Kimtai. And it's a program that's meant to bring some form of equity in the provision of financial services. The female population in Kenya is 51%. About only 10% have access to financial services. So this program helps bridge the gap. If it's a business that is led by someone of the female gender, or has been built by them, then we have solutions. For example, can lend up to 10 million shillings unsecured to the business. If they're operating as a chama, we can lend up to 10 times whatever the chama has saved, up to 250 million shillings. There's a bit more flexibility on the security package that we provide. And you find that many of these businesses are MSMEs. And you find that the non-performing loan ratio of these businesses are extremely low, yeah. So you're actually lending to a segment of society that has shown a very strong discipline and grit in building up from the MSME levels to larger businesses.
What do you think has been the biggest challenge